I don't even remember what the fucking question was at the beginning, but I bet it was a good one. Death matches and stuff, but Joey Ryan, tournament of death. So I pierced an artery and it started bleeding. And as I'm wrestling, we're getting to the end of the match, and instinct, as I was squeezing my hand, because it made the blood go higher. Okay. So I have a great visual against the white sky. I turned and I squeezed and I squirted in my mouth like a water fountain.
Oh my God.
And when I did that, the camera got it good. That went viral, and that was I was getting booked everywhere, and it's like we started from there. It was then
Who is this guy?
It was New Jersey, was Philly at the old CZW arena or ECW's arena, old arena. No, that was in New York. That was the one in Philly. Yeah. And so the ball started going from there, and then like 3 months later, I was in Germany and England. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm getting all these calls because YouTube was just starting. Kind of, it was like not as big of a phenomenon, but like now you can use it to really push their value up.
Yeah, of course.
So I mean, this made me get to go everywhere. Yeah. Then they wanted more Canadians to come, or from IWS guys to come and wrestle on their show. And CZW, one of the biggest companies in the States at the time, not as much anymore, but they had a good DVD sales and stuff. Okay. And from there, that's when people saw those. And then I got to go to Japan. I got to go everywhere. So they wanted more IWS guys. So they were like, "Oh, well, we've seen the guy fucking bleed. Let's see if guys can work, if they can wrestle, and then let's see if guys can do comedy, and let's see if this." So they had Frankie the Mobster, Beef Wellington, LuFisto, Kevin Owens, and El Generico, Sami Zayn, guys like 3.0 too, were like 3.0. Everrise. Yeah. Like, I mean, we all got starts sometimes, and you never know. But like the right video, the right marketing, the right public. Yeah. Exactly. Sometimes people won't remember who wins or loses. Yeah. Like I always say, it's the moment. So if you put 1, 2, 3 moments in your match, then that's great, and that's what people will remember, and that's what. The last thing people could tell me, my first wrestling show, I fucking said, there it is. Right, we'll see that together. You know, you'll see that blood, just so you could see the fucking visual. So this is all real blood, folks. So this is something too. This happened, and the moment right there, I was like, this is like a horror movie, you know? This is like when Jason cuts off someone's arm, or Freddy Krueger. I was like, this is cool. Yeah. It's hours later when I had the hospital gown, and we were watching some wrestling at someone's house. We were chilling because we don't get hotels. We're just starting out and stuff in the States. And I started shaking, and I'm like, fuck, I lost a lot of blood. Yeah. And and even then, this could have been my last wrestling match, my first and last in the States, because the bills were $800. But I'm like, I go to the hospital to get stitched. First, they had to burn it, cauterize it, stitch it, and then stitch over it. Because when you burst an artery like that, you cut an artery, you could bleed yourself to death. Yeah. So they had me in the back of a pickup truck, drove me there, and I told
you're clearly putting it back.
I told the nurses. That's what I thought too. I don't watch these fucking ER shows.
I'm not a bloodologist.
I drank it. I thought it stays in your body, and then people are laughing at me. I'm like, what do you fucking do when blood's shooting out of your arm? Really? Do you think at that moment? No, you don't. So I told the nurses. I said, it was my first time working at a strip club here, and the people didn't like my act. And because I'm coming in, I showed up in my underwear and my wrestling boots covered in blood, like you saw. So with that joke, I broke the ice, and I told the doctor, "Look, can you put it was a moving accident?" So I said I moved a couch. I was going to throw the lights, and I fell on the lights. Okay. He signed that off. Really? And a little known fact that because he did that, I didn't have to pay the $800 of fees that I would have to pay in the States, and I would have probably fucking quit.
So if you would have said it was a wrestling accident or
not allowed. It's an extreme sport, and going across the border and doing that work. So I guess it's passed so many years, so they can't come back at me. I fucking hope not. If it does, I'm coming after you guys, man. No, so that's the.